So, Mr. Jivanlal's story, Eternal Love, okay, and I think Mr. Amballa Janardhan's story of, uh, I think, How Blue Is My Sapphire, um, Dilemma. I think he's a prolific writer. I think he writes stories at the back of a napkin. That's the feeling I got. His stories are deep, but I felt that he's a person who is prolific. Okay, sometimes when you read prolific writers, you write stories at the back of the envelope. So when probably Vandana ji asked for, when they contacted each other, I think he said, take 3 of my stories. That's the feeling I got after reading his stories. Each story is very different, interesting. Again, picked from day-to-day life, and even Mr. Uh, Jeevan Lal's story is pretty, to the point, and it's a short story. Gayatri Ji's story is also again a contemporary story. It is more of a narrative character. The story has evolved as a narrative character, and yeah, these are good reads. Since the authors are missing here, I would briefly touch upon their different styles of writing. But in all, I think the experience that we all have come together, I think today we got to know more of each other in terms of our styles and our ways of writing, and sometimes we all cross paths because some of us may work together, some of us may talk to each other more. But I think the culmination of all this, that is the congregation of all of us, is Highbrow Scribes. So this is my second book with Highbrow Scribes, just to share with you. First was my poetry anthology I published with another poet, and so we had a very difficult task in that book, just to share. That book was normally poetry books they don't have pictures. Okay, now my book was, when the book we came out was very different. It was structured in 5 different genres of poetry, with the pictures playing a very important role in the poetry itself. Now, see, if I had, I feel that within my limited experience, I can say that there was one broad stroke that came in. Instead of seeing the book like this, the book was turned like this. It was simple design, move, but it brought out the essence of what the book wanted, right? In terms of putting the picture and the poetry in the side, and in a landscape format, it is a lot more easier to read, and the book has come out beautifully well, right? So I would request you to look at that book as well, because it's a great project that Vandana ji and I did together. The reason I'm saying that is we have had a very similar experience in Vernals also. Okay, in Vernals also, if you see the typeset, I'm just getting to the fine print of the print. Okay, you see the borders, you see the tasteful, the font is thick. It is a pocket-sized book, normally, and the font is just, I think she had a page cap. She didn't want to cross 100 pages. This could have been easily 150-page book. I'm telling you that, because I've also done my own publishing. So, but to bring it to 90 pages and making it a pocket size, I gave it to my brother. He said, I think the book is beautiful to hold. See, that is the first experience you get. Then the cover. Okay, now look at the cover. The cover is, I think everybody has talked about the cover, the picture, the font, and the back. The back, I'm not sure how many publishers give space to 10 authors at the back. Okay, I think a lot of thinking has gone into the design of the book. The reason I quoted my earlier book was also for the same reason, right? So let us not, what seems to be simple at the outset is actually a deep thinking backed by well-wishing, for the authors. I think that is what my experience. This is my second experience, and I'm saying it's mind-blowing in terms of the thought process that has gone inside the design of the book. The print is, of course, great.
I'm really
So
grateful
to
that,
see,
I
to
mean,
hold, to read, to see, to hold, to see, and to read. It's a pocket-sized experience. Pocket-sized dynamite, I would say.